And lastly, for this segment, I want to talk about how inspiring dance can be and things were today. I noticed, I've been dancing a lot. A lot of times I'll dance about 10 hours a week. And so I know that's giving me a great cardio workout. You can feel it after you're breathing hard after, but I notice the more consistently I do it, the less I'm out of breath. And thankfully I'm not too out of breath on the dance floor. It kind of comes after, but it's easier and easier to catch my breath after. And I noticed that my second partner today was terribly out of breath, even before the jive, but after the jive, it seemed like it was difficult for her to complete, so I kind of just kept leading the basics so it wouldn't be too overwhelming. And by the way, she was a lot thinner than me. So it's just another example that, how things look has nothing to do with how they are inside. There's a lot of people that are a lot thinner and eating such junk, and for now their metabolism doesn't, have it show on them yet, but I'm sure it does on the inside. I think my doctor said my cholesterol's so good you never see those numbers in an American. So there are people much thinner, but the insides, you just don't know what they look like. And the fitness level, you can't estimate just because of how a body looks. And here I'm battling asthma and a slow thyroid. And I mentioned jokingly about asthma to the girl, and she didn't say anything about like, oh, me, I have it, or me too, or whatever. So I don't think she even had asthma yet, completely out of breath. So it just makes you realize sometimes you might compare yourself to how you look to how someone else looks. That means so little with fitness and health and inner health. And it's just something to really think about. And furthermore, I was really thinking again, you've got to choose to love yourself wherever you are on your line of progression. One of the great things about the ballroom competitions is that you can see what you can do in a few years and where you could be. And it's really motivating to think that they're only a few years ahead of you. It's not like they're these Dancing with the Stars type, the ones who have been dancing since they were 3 and are super professional at 13. They might have just started their ballroom career just a couple years ago. And you can get there too. But the great thing is that even if your skills are not as high as theirs are, it doesn't mean you can't have as much fun as them. It's not like you get to have a little fun when you have a little bit of skill, and then you get to have more fun when you have more skill. It can be just as fun as you want it to be with very little skill. I mean, look at babies. What skills do they have? But they have a grand old time laughing, making themselves laugh. They pass gas, and it's the most hysterical thing. Adults need to learn to laugh more. I've heard the figure quoted many times, anywhere from 300 to 700 times a day, that kids laugh, and adults are like 7 to 14. So talent does not equal enjoyment out of life, out of situations, etc. So look at the dancers that are amazing and say, wow, they put in a lot of work. If I put in a lot of work, I can get there too. But in the meantime, have a great time with your 3 steps that you know, and do the best you can with what you have, knowing you can get better, but just love every step of the journey that you take. There's no need to be jealous or anything. You just say, I'm here, I'm where I should be. Am I working as hard as I can? Am I doing the best I can do? Then have a rockin' good time. And then later, when you develop more skill, keep on having a great time. Nothing really to stress about. Just decide that you're having fun. It's worth having fun, and it's just a great experience in ballroom dance competition and in life. Way too many chances to just make the most out of life, exude more love, feel more gratitude, and have more happiness. This is the message of my life that I want to share, and lately it's been coming through ballroom dance. I'm so glad. I don't think I showed off yet my gold than I did in my arms. And I have some on my legs too, but anyway. So with that, I think I'll say goodnight and start washing off this delightfulness of the face and find a home for my lashes for now. But life is good, life is grand, and I hope you all get to have as much delight by choosing to do so. Lots of love and hugs to you. You know, okay, I'm not talking like this is so long, but you know, I love her to you. You have a nice day, you nice people.